You've lost a couple of stone.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, I think I got to towards my 40th birthday, and I started to realise, because I'm an unusual character, that I hadn't really spent much time looking after I've been thinking about everyone else for so many years.
Yeah.
I wasn't sleeping right. I was eating very healthily, but I just wasn't getting the gears or the rhythm right. And I think it's not just about healthy eating, it's about getting the rhythm for you right. And then what is the rhythm? So I went back to school, which is quite odd for me because I was never very good at school, and studied nutrition. Started travelling around the world to the parts of the world where people live the longest lives, looking at their lifestyles and their diets, and just trying to get to the matrix of, like, you know, what does good look like?
Yeah.
And that was the journey, really, and it's been amazing. It's really changed.
Do you feel different? Because one of the things you've mentioned is that you were getting by on 3 hours sleep a night, and you were finishing. You know, chefs, by the nature of their work, they finish work really late. You get home, then you were doing emails and getting all wrapped up.
Absolutely.
In stuff. Have you stopped that now?
The thing I treat like a job now is not my job. I love my job. It's a joy and a hobby. So what I treat as a job is sleep and breakfast, and that's just my thing, right?
Yeah.
And why is that important? Okay, so like, I wasn't sleeping right, and like, as an adult with modern technology and being responsible, like. I always wanted to be personally involved in my stuff, so I was not stopping, and there was always an excuse to not go to bed. And even though you're a grown man, just get to bleeding bed. I spend all night saying it to the kids. So what about you? But then I went and met a sleep scientist and started getting into it. And you start realising that sleep has the most powerful effect on all of your body, the way you metabolise food, your energy, the way you fight disease, your skin, your energy, and the rhythms of those. So it's quality, not quantity. No less than 6, no more than 9. You know, and you start getting into it. And I started putting these bombs of information in the book, along with loads of other sort of wives' tales about, is this good? Is that bad? You know, is carbohydrates bad for you? So I just feel that my job for the public was to go out, meet all the best people, regurgitate it simply, and give me some solutions. Really.
I love the book. It's a great book.
Yeah,
There's so many gorgeous recipes that are all really filling. That's the important thing. You've got to be full.
Yes.
You've got to be full, and it's got to be delicious.
Can I just show you one thing, right? And I'm not... There's a lot of food. And when I lost my weight, I ate loads of food, never went without, and it's just about goodness and getting the right stuff on there. So
that's important, because actually a lot of obese people can eat a lot. You can be obese and actually be starving of nutrients and all that.
That's part of it, because your body's a very incredible thing, and the gut is incredible. The connections to the brain and everything, and I think your body knows when it needs nutrients.
Yeah.
And all the things that your body needs to fix and repair, you know, your muscles, your body, to fight disease. We're all fighting disease every day. So
my dad always says the larder is your greatest pharmacy.
He's absolutely right. And then the concept of a pharmacy. Why are we so happy to take a capsule? And if you look back 300 years to, like, handwritten cookbooks, there was all of the cookbooks had no difference between a recipe and the pharmacy and a cure. So and there was no content split. It was just a page. So
what do you think of the report out today about obesity and the link to it's you know, it's as scary and as dangerous to the country as the threat of terrorism?
Yeah. Sally is an incredible woman, and she cares for the country's kids. And I've seen her at work. She's really impressive. And what it is what she's trying to say is the resource given to things that scare us, right, is robust. But when you look at the kind of obesity and diet-related disease is so slow, but it's the biggest thing that's hurting this country. The cost, you know, and also the slow illness, the sort of the lack of polish on people's personalities, because they just don't feel right. And for me, that was kind of it. I wanted to be a better husband, a better boss, a better dad, and I just knew there was more in there. Do you know what I mean? And I think food really can do that. So I fully support Sally, and I think also it's so bad now with the NHS. If you love your NHS, if you want your doctors, and if you want to support them, we can't pretend it's not happening anymore. We've got to be honest with each other, but with love, right? Sally's full of love. It's not about poking or being horrible.
Well, Jamie, the Sally that you mentioned, she's the UK's Chief Medical Officer, and obviously, you know, she's really taking this on board. She's championing a cause that's been very close to your heart, because it was it 2005 that you were trying to change school dinners? Because that's where we have to start, is with children, educating children so they eat well through the rest of their life. And if I may,
like 11 years ago, there were standards for dog food and not for our kids' food. 190 days of the year from the age of 4 to 18. It's all wrong. And I must say as well, Sally's the first woman that's had this job. And I really believe, like, girl power and all that. And I'm not just saying that because potentially I should be very scared right now. I come have a family of women. No, but these maternal instincts of care, common sense, looking, seasonal, sort of reacting, these are motherly things, right? And it's about time we have more women if we had more women in government, we'd have a much healthier country, I can promise you.
I knew I liked you.